Well, welcome to week 5 of W131. Can you believe how the time's flying while we're having fun? Okay, by now you all have submitted your literacy narrative to a peer review, and I think you all are getting it, all right? I don't need to hammer home the point that the whole purpose of peer review is for you to be thinking about your writing. As you think about somebody else's writing, it's causing you to think about your own writing. So even in instances where you don't actually get a lot of good feedback yourself, that you feel that you get good feedback on from your peers, you're still thinking about your writing as you're looking at other people's writing and giving them feedback. So it's always a two-way street. And generally about 75% to 80% of you do report that you get pretty good feedback, okay? But it's the process here that's counting, all right? And I understand that in the real world, you're not going to be peer reviewing your work, although you often do work in groups, okay? And the peer review is actually very important in engineering, in drafting, design, a lot of issues, marketing. There's a lot of peer review that goes on. But the whole process it's a good learning process about thinking about your own writing. Normally, you're not going to have 2 weeks, right, to polish up your writing. That said, I really expect to see a highly polished essay when you drop it in the Dropbox next Monday night, okay? It's item 6.3.3. Put your essay in there, and please put in a one-page writer's memo in there, all right, as attachments. These must be attachments, just like the PowerPoint. Get them in there and make sure the writer's memo covers how you felt about peer review. How did it work for you? Okay, be honest. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Helps me a lot. Honesty helps me. Honesty also helps for better writing, okay? That said, the readings for this unit are still very important. You have a quiz due Monday night. It's open book, but it relates to the readings. And the readings will help you make sure that you've revised your essay well. I'll be grading this essay very, very strictly, okay? I expect to see it revised. I expect to see a good essay from you. You've had 2 whole weeks to be, polishing it, okay? But the readings are very important. They're the second item in this learning module, okay? Understanding genres is a reading where a lot of the quiz comes from. Brainstorming your essay, you've already done that. Writing with paragraphs, take another look at that. Okay, make sure that when you turn in your literacy narrative, there are plenty of good paragraphs there, well-focused paragraphs, all right? Topic sentences, there's a reading on that. Make sure you understand that. That's also a quiz question. Practicing conciseness, that means just writing without a lot of extra verbiage. Doesn't mean writing without detail. You always have to write with detail, but make sure every word counts in your essay. Don't have throwaway language in there. Practicing sentence variety, I like to see some short sentences followed by some long sentences. Mix up your sentence length. It creates a better rhythm to your paper. Don't write all in one sentence length, okay? There's nothing wrong with short sentences, by the way. I don't feel you always have to write in big, long, complex sentences. Writing the transitions. Transitions are those little elements that help your essay flow, okay? Often you hear about organization, is your essay well organized? Well, if it feels like it's organized, the reader will think it's organized, okay? That's not rocket science. Transitions help make it feel organized, okay? Writing a focused introduction. This is very, very simple, okay? Students struggle with it. Introduction just simply reflects your paper. Introduction just simply says what your paper is about, okay? A conclusion, same thing. The conclusion is just simply an inverse of the introduction. It says, aha, here's what we talked about. Here's where we are. Here we are back at the beginning of the essay, okay? So please read those or look at those readings on introduction and conclusion. And then last but not least, formatting college papers. This is really, really, really important, and you'd be surprised the number of students that don't turn in well-formatted papers. I'm clueless on that. If your paper looks good, all right, if your paper looks professional, it's just like when I do these lectures, I put on a nice shirt, okay, I try to look professional for your sake. If you look professional, chances are people will think you are professional, okay? Hint, all right? Same way with your papers. You turn in a sharp-looking paper, prof's going to think, hey, wow, this student knows what they're doing. Okay, not rocket science. Okay, back to revision, just briefly. I want to talk about writer's block for a second, something I've not brought up. Often you hear students say, oh, I got writer's block. I don't know how to start this essay. That's fine. Don't start it. Jump in the middle. Just start writing, okay? You do not have to start writing anything by writing the introduction first. That's not necessary, okay? Just start writing out your thoughts, okay? You have permission when you're writing to write poorly. And I know this may be new information, all right? But that's the whole purpose of revision. Everything gets revised. I cannot tell you the number of times I revise things that you see here in this course, okay? Unfortunately, they still have typos in them, which really irritates me, but that's my fault. So give yourself permission to just get your essay written. Just write it. Write the damn thing. Get it done, okay? Then go back and say, hey, what have I written? Oh, look what I've written. Okay, here, I can make an introduction out of that. Just Worth said, Mr. Weller said that I just have to, in the introduction, say what the paper is about. That's not rocket science. Now that I've written it, I know what it's about, okay? Same way with the conclusion. Make sure the conclusion matches the introduction. Then go through your paper, paragraph by paragraph. Make sure you have real paragraphs. Make sure they have topic sentences. Make sure they have stay focused. Make sure you don't have any run-on sentences, okay? Make sure every paragraph has enough detail to actually show the reader what you mean, and then you're in good shape. So that's the whole point of revision. It gives you permission to just start the essay, get it written, then you go back and start polishing it up, okay? That's the point. So, hey, it's a busy week. Please make sure you're revising your paper. Do not turn in the same paper you turned in peer review. I will know, okay? Don't do that, all right? So get her done. If you have questions, email me to the Message Center. There are examples, okay? Item 6.3.1.3.1 are students' examples of this, and item 6.3.1.3.2, I might change that hierarchy of information sometime, is my own literacy narrative. So make sure you look at the examples, okay? Make sure you turn in a highly polished project with a highly polished writer's memo next Monday evening by midnight. Okay, thank you.